You know, there's a movement in America, and they're discussing now on California, on the West Coast, what is a truly spiritual being. And there are many people in the world, and they've studied all the scriptures, they've been to all the wonderful gatherings, they know everything here, but they're not really living it yet. They're not the living example of the purest teachings. And the discussion now is that the sign of a truly aware being is someone who's kind, compassionate.
Doesn't matter what?
Doesn't matter. See, when you're anchored in the truth of who you really are, you can't be moved from that. When your experience of your divine nature is so deep, you're never shaken from that. And the more you align with that purity we all have, we're all being breathed by something so magnificent. We're all being loved by something so magnificent. We're all like little cells just pulsating in this infinite ocean of love and wisdom and power. And when you understand you're just, this whole thing is just one little insignificant cell in a huge divine body, and that's your truth, that you're not a human being trying to be spiritual. When you're really in that deep experience, you can't be moved from that. And it doesn't matter the chaos around you, and it doesn't matter anything that's happening around you, because you see from a different perspective. You can't help but feel kindness. You can't help but feel love. You can't help but feel compassion. You can't help but feel this pure, pure peace. And I think the greatest thing that many people need is just kindness, compassion, the ability to listen. And if they need to take an hour to tell their story, and you can sense intuitively that it's important, that maybe somebody hasn't listened to them for a long, long time, or maybe just touch them, you know, or hold their hand while they share, and you seem to know the right way to deal with it and the right words, and maybe they'll share for a little and you'll feel intuitively to add something else, and they'll go, oh, and they'll see it from a different perspective, and something will shift a little within them. Because for me, I just have a program of intention that every being I meet, I connect divine self to divine self, so that we go beyond the mind, beyond the ego, beyond the stories, beyond everything else, and just can share in a way that's for the highest good of all.